On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 took off from Kuala Lumpur, its destination, Beijing, China. On board were 227 passengers and 12 crew members, representing 15 nationalities. Each passenger had their own story, their own reason for being on that flight. The Boeing 777-200ER was a modern aircraft, considered safe and reliable. It was equipped with advanced technology and safety features designed to handle almost any situation. Yet, less than an hour into the flight, MH370 disappeared from radar screens, vanishing without a trace. The sudden loss of contact was both baffling and alarming. The disappearance shocked the world. News outlets around the globe scrambled to cover the unfolding mystery, as experts and officials struggled to provide answers. How could a large, sophisticated aircraft simply vanish in the 21st century? With all the technology at our disposal, it seemed impossible. The lack of immediate answers only deepened the mystery. Search teams from multiple countries joined forces, scouring vast areas of ocean and land. Families of the passengers and crew clung to hope while the world watched and waited for any sign of the missing plane. The emotional toll was immense as days turned into weeks with no news. Little did they know the search for MH370 would become one of the most perplexing and expensive aviation mysteries in history. The quest for answers would span years, involving countless resources and international cooperation. The initial hours following MH370's disappearance were chaotic. Confusion reigned as authorities struggled to piece together the flight's last known movements. The plane had last made contact with air traffic control at 1:19 a.m., while flying over the Gulf of Thailand. At that point, everything seemed normal. The pilots made no distress calls and there were no signs of bad weather. Then, silence. The plane's transponder, which transmits its location, stopped working. Military radar continued to track the aircraft for a short time, showing it deviating from its planned flight path. This deviation, a sharp turn west, suggested intentional action. Someone, it seemed, had deliberately steered MH370 off course. The mystery deepened, and the search for answers began in earnest. The search for MH370 quickly became an international effort. Countries from around the world, including China, the United States, and Australia, deployed ships and aircraft to scour the seas. The initial search zone focused on the Gulf of Thailand, where the plane was last seen on radar. However, as days turned into weeks, no trace of the aircraft was found. The lack of progress fueled speculation and frustration. Theories abounded, ranging from technical malfunctions to pilot suicide to terrorism. Families of the missing passengers grew increasingly desperate for answers. The world waited anxiously, hoping against hope that MH370 would be found. As the search dragged on, a chilling realization emerged. MH370 had become a ghost plane. Analysis of military radar data and satellite communications revealed that the aircraft had flown for hours after its disappearance from civilian radar. It had turned south, flying over the Malaysian peninsula and then out over the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. This new information dramatically expanded the search area, making the task even more daunting. The Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean in the world, with depths exceeding 23,000 feet in some areas. The search teams faced a colossal challenge, trying to find a single aircraft in an area larger than many countries combined. Section 5: Debris and False Hope. Months turned into years, and still, MH370 remained elusive, shrouded in mystery and speculation. Then, in July 2015, a piece of debris washed ashore on Reunion Island, thousands of miles from the suspected crash zone, sparking renewed interest and hope. It was confirmed to be a part of a Boeing 777 wing, and subsequent analysis confirmed it belonged to MH370, providing a crucial piece of the puzzle. The discovery of debris offered a glimmer of hope, both for finding the plane and for understanding what happened, reigniting the search efforts. It also confirmed that MH370 had indeed crashed in the Indian Ocean, a vast and unforgiving expanse of water. However, The debris provided no clues as to the exact location of the wreckage, nor did it shed light on the cause of the crash, leaving many questions unanswered. Over the next few years, more pieces of debris were found on islands in the Indian Ocean, but none provided the breakthrough investigators were hoping for, keeping the mystery alive. The mystery of MH370 continued to baffle the world, a haunting reminder of the uncertainties of air travel and the vastness of our planet's oceans. Section 6. The satellite connection. While the search for physical wreckage continued, investigators were also analyzing a different kind of clue data from satellites. Although MH370's transponder was off, the plane continued to automatically connect with a satellite communication system called Inmarsat. These handshakes between the plane and satellite provided valuable information about the aircraft's general direction and speed, even though they didn't reveal its precise location. Using this data, analysts were able to plot a series of arcs, known as ping rings, representing possible locations of the plane at different times. These ping rings became crucial in narrowing down the search area. Section 7. Pilot suicide. The lack of a definitive cause for MH370's disappearance led to numerous theories, some more plausible than others. One of the most discussed theories was pilot suicide. This theory pointed to the deliberate actions taken to deviate from the flight path and disable communication systems. Proponents of this theory argued that the plane's captain, Zahari Ahmad Shah, had the experience and technical knowledge to carry out such a plan. They also pointed to his mental state, speculating about possible personal problems or a history of depression. However, there was no concrete evidence to support these claims, and many people, including those who knew Zahari personally, vehemently disputed this theory. Section 8. Hijacking theories. Another prominent theory revolved around the possibility of a hijacking. This theory gained traction due to the deliberate nature of the plane's disappearance and the lack of any claim of responsibility from terrorist groups. Some speculated that the plane had been hijacked and flown to a remote location, potentially for use in a future attack. Various scenarios were proposed, including hijackers forcing their way into the cockpit or a more elaborate plot involving someone with inside knowledge. However, like the pilot suicide theory, there was no hard evidence to support these claims. The lack of a motive, demands, or any communication from potential hijackers made this theory difficult to prove. Section 9. Unanswered questions. Despite years of investigation and countless hours of analysis, the mystery of MH370 remains unsolved. The lack of a definitive answer has left families and loved ones of those on board in a perpetual state of limbo, unable to find closure or peace. The disappearance of MH370 also exposed vulnerabilities in global aviation security and tracking systems. The tragedy prompted calls for improved aircraft tracking technology, enhanced pilot screening procedures, and better communication protocols in case of emergencies. While some progress has been made in these areas, the disappearance of MH370 serves as a stark reminder that even in the 21st century, some mysteries remain unsolved. Section 10. An enduring mystery. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 is more than just an aviation mystery. It's a human tragedy that has left an indelible mark on the world. The loss of 239 lives, the anguish of their families, and the enduring questions surrounding the event continue to resonate deeply within our collective consciousness. The search for answers has been long and arduous, marked by false leads, dead ends, and heartbreaking disappointments. Despite the extensive efforts, the mystery remains unsolved. While the official investigation has concluded, the search for MH370 continues in the hearts and minds of many. The hope for closure persists even as years pass by. Independent researchers, journalists, and family members remain dedicated to uncovering the truth about what happened that fateful night. Their relentless pursuit of answers keeps the story alive. Until the wreckage is found and the black box is recovered, the mystery of MH370 will likely endure. It stands as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life, the enduring power of the unknown, and the human spirit's unyielding quest for truth.